What are the emerging trends in positive leadership in Qatar?
I think the emerging trend in positive leadership in Qatar is that notion of the exchange of knowledge and expertise and approach. Because I think for many decades, the field of leadership development has been really focused on bringing concepts from the West to this part of the world, and with often not able to contextualize to the realities of our organization. So leaders in this part of the world have done their best to try to contextualize those concepts and approaches and things that are very effective in the places where they were studied, but not necessarily can be translated as is to the way that things are done here. We have a very different culture when we're looking at Qatari culture, and then we have a much more different diversity when we're looking at the interconnectedness of the diverse cultures. Because I might have, a director that is from India, I might have, another director or manager that I have a strong relationship with that are from Germany, another British, and I'm trying to bring in that pot with adding the values. I think that is a trend here in Qatar that I'm seeing, that people want the tools. They want to be able to do it without losing their essence. And I think that is amazing. And there's a lot of potential there for creating something unique that in other parts of the world has not been done well. So I think that is a major one. I think the other is to change a little bit of the narrative. To be completely honest with you, I think one of the things that propelled me to study this was the fact that whenever I talked to non-Qatari leaders, the narrative towards Qatari leaders was a very negative one. And I just, maybe call me a rebel, I just didn't buy it. Because when I look around, I see an incredible country that has been developed in such short amount of time. I'm like, if what I'm hearing is true, how come all of this has been created? And so I just didn't buy it. And so I think that's what propelled me to really want to investigate. What is it? What makes Qatari leaders unique? And in being able to unearth some of these principles and concepts and traits, I think we then can have a much more leveled conversation around the exchange of knowledge and approaches that might be actually that we non-Qataris are missing out on some really valuable approaches and perspectives and ways of conducting business that we've been kind of blind to, because we get fooled by this negative narrative. Just because we don't understand something doesn't mean it's a bad thing. And so I was very curious to understand, and I'm far from understanding completely, but I feel like I'm starting to get a glimpse and in unearthing some of these concepts and traits that I think there's a lot for me, for all of us to learn from.
Absolutely, indeed. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Thank you very much, Roberta.